So, I want to talk a little bit about this Juan Dixon scandal, the alleged scandal, okay? So, I am a little bit familiar with Juan Dixon and his family for some years now. And I'm from Baltimore, and I'm going to say this about this situation. Let's look at the facts. The fact is, we have not heard about this scandal anywhere on any major news publications. No major publication has picked this story up, correct? So why is that? And this came out some years ago. This didn't just happen. This just came out in the blogs, right? Interesting. Well, anybody can say anything. Anybody can file a lawsuit. Anybody can go out here and make a claim. Anybody can go out here and say they've been even victimized in some kind of way. It doesn't mean that it's true. So this guy claims that he was victimized by a coach. Possible. I'm not saying that he wasn't. Allegedly, he was victimized, catfished by a Coppin, and it's Coppin bloggers. It's not shopping. It's Coppin State University for the record, okay? So a Coppin coach allegedly catfished a player, but the player wasn't smart enough to figure out that it was a coach for a very long time, and he willingly engaged in some acts with this coach, right? Allegedly. Now, I'm going to say, who going to go out here and willingly engage in some acts with another person who is being allegedly catfished by an anonymous person? Anonymous person. An anonymous person told this player to go have some lewd acts with this coach, and he did it. And this anonymous person even provided times that the coach would be available. And this player never figured out that it was the coach that was catfishing him. Make it make sense. Now, I figured out that it was the coach that was catfishing him. Why he ain't figure out that it was the coach that was catfishing him? That's what I'm trying to figure out, because it didn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that anytime somebody... I'm going to let this truck go by. I'm going to say that anytime somebody is providing times that somebody else is available, that it's that person. Come on now. But this player did not realize that he was being catfished by the coach. And now he takes it to Juan. And allegedly, Juan told him, oh, we've known about this guy, and he crazy. We already know he crazy. Everybody know he crazy. The institution knows he's crazy, but we keep him on staff anyway. Okay. Possibly. I mean, that could happen. The player also allegedly told Juan that made some complaints about the drug abuse that is happening when they go away to games. There's alleged drug abuse, okay? And Juan allegedly told him that there was nothing he could do about the drug abuse that was happening on the team during away games. Really? Because the NCAA does regular, and I'm going to say it again, mandatory drug tests regularly. A coach can call them and do a drug test anytime he feel like it. But Juan said, "It's nothing I could do. Sorry. Okay. Possibly. So now this kid is suing Coppin. Oh. And Juan allegedly told him, you should quit the team, by the way. Possibly. So the college allegedly also withheld financial support. So probably, I think he's saying probably that they took his scholarship away. So if you're not playing, they're not going to give you a scholarship. That's just the way life works. No pay, no stay. So he's now filing a suit against Coppin, and Juan Dixon is involved. And now the blogs have gotten wind of this lawsuit. And the only people who have reported on it are small, very small news outlets. No CNN, no MSNBC. And I'm in Baltimore. Baltimore Sun ain't said a word. Why is that? Why is it that no major news outlet has reported on this topic? You think Juan is so powerful that he's paid all the news outlets off to not report on his misgivings? Could that be true? Robin is so powerful on row hop that they're not telling it all to save some grace for them? Why would they do that? Come on now. Let's use our little brains. Let's use thinking caps. It doesn't make sense. Come on now. Anybody, I'm going to say it again. Anybody can file a lawsuit. Anybody can make a claim. It doesn't make it facts. And you want to know what I think? I think perhaps it's a little relationship gone bad. Maybe the player and the coach engaged in a little relationship. And maybe the player thought he was going to get something out of it. More playing time. I don't know. I'm just creating a scenario. Perhaps. The player thought he was going to get something out of dealing with this coach. And when he didn't, he became angry and disappointed. And he filed a lawsuit. And perhaps he did go to Juan. And perhaps he did try to accuse this coach of some things. Now, I'm not saying I know anything. I'm just simply saying that it just all sounds a little fishy to me. And it doesn't make sense. And that's probably what happened to this lawsuit and why it has not gone anywhere. Why it's just sitting, waiting for someone to put it out there. And someone perhaps who think there's a colorism issue on row hop. And I'm not saying there isn't a colorism issue. I don't touch colorism issues on row hop or anywhere for obvious reasons. But someone put it out there. Someone brought this lawsuit up from the dead. Now that's where the interesting story lies.